All right, right now you should all be doing the warm-up in your notes. There are 2 quick questions. 1, write down either the phrase or acronym that you use for remembering the trig identities. And 2, what is the Pythagorean theorem? Write these down in your notes. We have 1 minute. Beautiful. Nobody's got it. Kalani's got it. Almost there. Alan's almost got it. Nice job. Angela's got her work down. Oh, it's over here. I just put it down. 15 seconds. Make sure you have these down. Got it. All right. So for number 1, raise your hand if you know either the phrase or the acronym. Remember, phrase is a bunch of words. Acronym is just the letters. Haisa, what do you got for me? It's SOHCAHTOA. If you agree with her, thumbs up. If you disagree, thumbs down. Good. SOHCAHTOA. So SOHCAHTOA for remembering our trig identities. SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA. All right, for the Pythagorean theorem, raise your hand if you remember what the Pythagorean theorem is. I saw a lot of people write it down, so I see all hands up. Yes, Mr. Bonica. A squared plus B squared equals C squared, correct? Yes. Mr. Bonica. Mr. Bonica. Alright, let's come back together. So for today, February 18, 2013, is this February 18th? No, it's February 20th. February 20th, 2013. So today, I'm 2 days behind. I just looked at that, that was so wrong. Alright, so today our objective, students will be able to work towards mastery of right triangle trigonometry. So if we're working towards mastery, that means I'm not holding your hands very much. This is mastering it. And we're going to be utilizing trig ratios and the Pythagorean theorem. You're going to have a DOL. You're going to be given 2 multiple choice and 1 constructed response question. 2 of them are just given triangles. 1 of them is given a word problem where you have to draw the triangle. You're going to use trig, and you're going to use the Pythagorean theorem to solve for those with 85% accuracy. In your notes right now, write an essential question based on that objective. So for your Cornell notes for today, write an essential question based on that objective. Nice. Raekwon's asking, how can I work towards mastery of right triangles? All right, we got some good essential questions written down. I like Raekwon's the best. How can I work towards mastery of trigonometry utilizing trig ratios and the Pythagorean theorem? All right, so first thing we're going to do for today, before we start working into the problems, is we're going to make our basic study guide sheet to start off from, so that when we're working on this test, we have something to study from. We have something to look back to. Yes? The test is going to be on Friday. Initially, we told you guys that we'd give you the test tomorrow, but we're not sure whether or not it's going to snow, and I just want to make sure you guys are very well prepared, so I'd rather give you an extra day of either studying at home if we have a snow day, or studying here if we're in class together. So we're going to have the retake on Friday. I will take the higher of your 2 grades, based on the last one and this one, and hopefully we are going to knock this one out of the park. Sound good?
Yeah.
Alright, regardless, even if we have a snow day tomorrow, on Friday you will still have the test. Keep that in mind, okay? So make sure you bring your math stuff home tonight to study. We're not gonna. If we did, then next Monday you would have it. Alright, so right now, I want you to take in your Cornell notes, write down this chart. So if you are given is your first column, and you are asked to find is your second column. Your third column is you can use. You can use. This way, we eliminate Miss Ferretti from the equation of all the time when we say, but Miss Ferretti, what am I solving for? Or what can I use for this? You are going to have this study tool so that you can refer back to it when you have a question or a problem. And you can look at what you are given. You can read the problem to figure out what you are being asked to find, and then you'll have your solutions on the right. This is going to be very helpful today because we're going to be doing problems from all different dimensions. We're going to be asked to find angles and find sides. We're going to be given various different measurements. We want to be able to know how can we figure it out. Yes? Write everything down that's given to you, and then together we're filling in the right-hand side column. If you are given and you're asked to find, you can use. About 30 more seconds for you to write this down, then we're going to fill in the third column together. Y'all ready to solve it? Good job. Five seconds.
Hey, I'm not finished.
What's the opposite of an identity? It's called
Inverse. If you have finished your boxes, start talking with your partner about how you can fill in this third column. So we're going to do it together, but we have some students who are still struggling to write this down. We need to pump up the speed. Rock solid, write it down. For the second one? You're right. Go with your gut instinct. It's raw. You don't even need me for this right now. Alright. So since many of you got started on this, let's help each other out as a class. So everyone's going to say it all together after I count 3 once I read this. So if you are given 2 sides and you are asked to find a third side, you can use 1, 2, 3. Okay, like we kind of got that, but I know you guys have more energy than this because I see it all the time, especially on Heis's face right now. She's like, so I need a little bit more energy out of this. So you're just going to answer it with my sentence structure. So if you're given two sides and you're asked to find a third side, you can use Pythagorean theorem. All right, that was much better. Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem. All right. So our answers, by the way, are Pythagorean theorem, SOHCAHTOA, inverse trig ratios, or you can make one up on your own. All right. If you are given two sides and you are asked to find an angle, you can use SOHCAHTOA. 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 All right. If you are given, wait. Pause a second. Hold up. Wait a minute. If you're solving for an angle, what do you have to use?
Inverse.
Inverse SOHCAHTOA. You guys even tricked me on that one. All right. Hold on. Rewrite that. Sorry. My fault. Inverse trig ratios. Inverse SOHCAHTOA. Totally fooled me. Alright, if you are given an angle and a side, and you're asked to find another side, you can use what? SOHCAHTOA. Now we have SOHCAHTOA. If we're solving for a side, we use SOHCAHTOA. If we're solving for an angle, we use our inverse. Here's where SOHCAHTOA is. An easy way to kind of help you out with these is to draw a picture of what you're looking at. And finally, so first, how many degrees are in a triangle?
90 degrees. 180, sorry.
180 degrees. One whole triangle is 180 degrees. So if you have two angles and you're asked to find the third angle, raise your hand if you know how you'd find that third angle. If you have two angles and you need to find that third angle, raise your hand if you know how you'd find it.
Oh, wait. I think I do.
Add and subtract. Raise your hand. I need hands up if you know how to do it. 1, 2, 3 students know how to do it. Do you have any more? The whole triangle is 180 degrees and we have two angles. How are we going to solve for the third? Raekwon, what are we going to do? Beautiful. Alan, what do you say? You are not paying attention. Oh my goodness, and Raekwon had the correct answer, Heisa, instead of worrying about the fly. What did Raekwon say we could do? You don't know? Ooh, I'm not seeing a lot of class respect here. We need to be listening to each other. Tawani, what are we going to do?
To add and then subtract it.
So we're going to add up our two given angles, subtract that from 180. So add the two given angles. And subtract that value from 180. So since we haven't worked explicitly with this one as much, let's show an example up here. Example time. Yes, ma'am? You will not be using your notes on the test. Great question. So make sure that you know that. Possibly. That's the easiest part of it. Hold on, just watch. Hold on, just watch. If an entire triangle is 180 degrees, we know that this whole thing has to equal 180. Okay? So if this is 90 and this is 30, what does that add up to? 120. What's 180 minus 120?
160.
Got it. 60 degrees. That's one of our triangles is 30, 60, 90. He said, okay? All right.
I was like, what?
they can get their treasure.
I'm
I'm
just using us to
just using you
a paycheck.
to get to the treasure.
Which is your paycheck.
So, in this triangle, you guys are going to solve for X, so Miss Ferretti can come find her treasure right under that buried X. So, in this triangle, what are we given?
2 sides.
2 sides. How can we solve for our third side? Pythagorean theorem. Ready, set, do it. In your notes. Solve for X in your notes. Make sure you first note which side is your hypotenuse.
Miss Ferretti.
Yes, ma'am. You're not trying to find an angle right now. You're trying to find X.
Oh yeah.
Put that away. Guys, you know what? We need to focus on this right now. Yes. This calculator. Try this one. Because that puts it in scientific notation. Once you solve for X, I want you to check with your pod members, pod peeps, and ask them what they got. See if you guys got the same answer. If you got a different answer, collaborate. See where you went wrong. Make sure you note which one is your hypotenuse. You're just on that side. You don't even need your opposite hand. You just need to know what your hypotenuse is. Beautiful.
Wait. 2 sides, third side.
She just had a total aha moment.
Called an epiphany.
An epiphany. Beautiful. Do I have a time speed coming after school today? For what? Oh, that's like okay. No, I will only be here until like 3:30.
Okay, guys.
Okay. You guys got it? Kenobi's group's got it. You got it? She's got it. You got it? They got it. You got it? Do we all got it? Yeah. Alright. So what is X as class? 1, 2, 3? 15. Beautiful. X equals 15. So looking at this triangle, what are we trying to solve for? A leg or a hypotenuse?
Hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse. So that's going to be our c² value. So we are asked to solve for our hypotenuse. So let's do it. Solve for that hypotenuse. Raekwon's got it.
Do you need to show your math?
How do you know it? I don't know where you
No,
go.
it just went way over.
You know what? Class hat.
It's cool.
Gross.
Oh, I can't.
Just do your math. Scare them away.
Oh, wait, there's another one, I swear. Just go over there. Now it's back there. It's right there.
We have it? You got it? You got it? I like these answers. Beautiful. All right, as class, on the count of 3, what do we get for C? 1, 2, 3.
13.
All right. Can we solve for anything else in this triangle now?
Yes. The angle. Oh wait, no.
Can we? We have 12, 5, and 13. Can we solve for angle A?
Yeah. And angle B.
Jabonica says we can solve for angle A and angle B. Who agrees with Jabonica? Raise your hands. You agree with her? All right, do it. Do it.
Wow.
Do it. You can do it. Look back at our chart. What do we say if you have two sides and you're solving for an angle? What do you need to do?
So go inverse.
You got it. Rock on. Want to see it? Comes back.
Oh, so come back to get it.
Yeah, me and teachers.
I felt like at Twilight.
No. He hates flies. Animal.
Okay. Math. That's why I'm a math teacher. Stick to math.
No, I think that's people over there want to be there. Why you gotta focus on me?
Math. Use an inverse. Is that right? Beautiful. So if you have two angles, ask yourself for the third. Yes. Yeah. So you did for which one? A or B? Yellow like today. You did that one again. Opposite over adjacent. Yeah. So what'd you get for your answer? No, that's correct. We're talking for C, not for A. We did.
So when you turn white, so this is Dante, and I was like, bro.
Now that we're solving the geometries and the inverses. Are you guys solving the inverses? Yes.
Honestly, no.
Thank you for your honesty. I want you guys to get back to work. Let's do it right now.
You have to use the inverse truth,
All right, we have 2 minutes to finish solving for angles A and B. Many students have already solved for one of their angles. The inverse tan gives you the angle. Now plug it in.
Yeah, 6.2.
Plug it in.
You got 6.6?
Opposite over adjacent. You only have the closing parentheses, not the opening ones. You need 5 divided by 12 together. So once you have, I need all eyes on me. Once you have one of your angles, either A or B, you then have 2 angles. So how are you going to solve for that third one? Yep. So how do we figure out so if we want to solve for technically we can choose any side to be so if we use tangent, it would be opposite over adjacent. So we make sine
better to start from this.
Since you have all three sides, you can use any of them. You're not only able to have two sides to work with. Use any of them. All three of them will be extended. Yes.
If you have both of those, you just add the
You got it. All right. Who has solved for angle A? What'd you get for angle A?
I got 22.6. What, 0.6?
What did we get?
22.6.
22.6. That's correct. Nope, keep it as 22.6. Don't
Miss, I did it wrong.
Guys, bring it back down.
I need help.
Okay, we're gonna go over it on the board right now. So I need all eyes up here, all mouths closed. So we have angle A. We got 22.6. Since we are given all three sides, we can actually choose any of the three inverse trig identities to use. Because we have our opposite, our hypotenuse, and our adjacent. So if one person used sine and the other person used tangent, you'd actually get the same answer as long as you made sure you use the correct ratio. So you can do the inverse sine of opposite, 5, over hypotenuse, 13. You could do the inverse cosine of adjacent over hypotenuse, so 12 over 13. Or you could do the inverse tangent of opposite over adjacent, so 5 over 12.
That's what I did. That's what I did.
So if you use any of these three, you should still get 22.6. Put it in parentheses.
That's what you did. Usually doesn't
Make sure that you are putting this in parentheses. That's the second error I've seen from incorrect parentheses use in the calculator. Make sure you put the whole thing in parentheses. So then, folks up here, if we have 90 degrees and 22.6, can we solve for B? Yeah, simple addition and subtraction. So if we know that this is 90 degrees, we know 180 minus 90 is what? 90. 90 minus 22.6 equals 67.4. Beautiful. So this is 67.4 degrees. All right. All right. So make sure you just have this in your notes, that when you are given lowercase letters, it indicates a side. Uppercase letters indicate an angle. Make sure you have that in your notes. And the letter for the angle is consistent with the letter of the opposite side. So looking at this triangle, looking at this triangle, we have large angles A, B, and C with our capital letters. The sides opposite of them are the same letter, just lowercase. So make sure you have that example written down. Why do we ever watch a video?
Well, you're gonna unfreeze it and play the video.
Me?
Do we write the one with the way bottom?
Yes. Pretty cool. But I had a student the other day come selling some form of fundraiser, candy or whatever. And I said, "Hi, what's your name?" Because I had no idea who the kid was. So they introduced themselves to me and they said, "Are you Miss Ferretti?" And I said, "Yes, I am." "Why?" Because that comes with a little hesitation. They go, "Oh, I heard you're really weird. I heard your kids are always like singing and dancing during math class." And then when I go through, so I don't know who's been talking. Who's been saying that Miss Ferretti likes to sing and dance all the time, because that does not happen. However, just to make that student's little dreams come true, before we go into some independent practice today, Miss Ferretti would just like to get a little tricky with it.
Good morning, guys. I am so excited because we are finally going to start our unit on trigonometry this morning.
Is there any way we can make this more fun or something?
On your mark, ready, set, let's go. Trigonometry, bro. I know you know. I go psycho when I see a triangle. Just can't sit. Gotta get tricky with it. All that's it. 3 angles, 3 sides. T-R-I-G, all up in my eye. Soka, Toa, will tell you where to go. You just gotta know about H, A, and O. Everybody looking at a glance at the box. The H while P is sitting across. Theta, theta, is up to eta, eta. For on it, for the look, I don't like it. Besides, you ain't touching, it's the O-P-P. Making it tricky, we want you to see. Yo, what's that last side you say? It's gotta be the ADJ. Get tricky with it. Get tricky with it. Get tricky with it. What? You wanna solve for the tree? Watch your step, you might fall trying to work this gate. Soak it up, soak it up, soak it toe up. In the middle of the problem, don't know which one, huh? You gotta know which angles. Besides, that are missing and given in the problem, they're the guides. You can come with me, all these problems I've tried. For this guy, even somebody lied. It's soak it toe up, toast and study. So you know when to use each one. If you got the O and HYP, so let's you know, so that's a way to go. Let's say now you got the HYP and the ADJ, then cosine's the way, yes, y'all. But there's one more, you got the legs? That makes it 10. Getting tricky with it. Getting tricky with it. Getting tricky with it.
That's Coach Sam right now. He's looking out here.
Right? He's looking like.
Hold on, froze the video.
That's another one.
Did we skip forward? He was supposed to sing.
He was supposed to sing.
He was supposed to sing.
Maybe you did
He
not.
stopped.
Why?
All right.
We need to make sure you video.
Huh?
Can we see the girl thing?
No. Hey, I've told you guys you could always get extra credit for it. Well, you guys, I know the 3 of you.
You could believe it, I can't.
All right. I could always lend you mine. All right. Bring it back together. Bring it back together. So in your head, if you go home tonight, you're studying, just remember, getting tricky with it. Keep singing it in your head.
Right now.
Pass one of these out to every group. Pass one of these out to every group. Pass one of these out to every group. So hopefully when you came in class today, you picked up a worksheet. Guys, you picked up a worksheet. You guys are going to work together to solve for this worksheet. So first on the top, we have larger than life triangles. Focus up here. Crisis. I need all eyes up here for instructions. Kaisa. All eyes up here for instructions. On the top of your sheet, we have larger than life triangles. I'm going to give you guys rulers. You're going to measure 2 sides of the triangle. Then you're going to state which side you need to solve for. You're going to state what will you use. We'll use Pythagorean theorem, trig identities, inverse trig ratios. You're going to show your work and solve it. So you're going to literally go through each of these boxes and solve. Make sure you write the number of your triangle in the top. Next, you have a long strip of paper that has a word problem on it. With your word problem, I want you to draw the scenario. I want you to draw the scenario in the box, then talk about what you need to solve for, how you're going to solve it, and show your work and solve for it. Then finally on the third one, we have solve your triangle. You are told an angle and a side measure, or two side measures of a triangle. You need to draw a picture of that triangle, and then you need to solve for everything and anything that is missing from that triangle. Do we have any questions right now? No? Okay, so here, folks up here real quick. Israel, I need all attention up here before we go on. Alright, you are going to work as a team. If you are absolutely, completely, and helplessly lost after consulting with each other and consulting your notes, you may raise your hand and Miss Ferretti will come help your group. However, you have to show me where you looked in your notes and tell me the questions that you have already asked each other to help each other solve for this. We are working towards mastery, which means that Miss Ferretti is doing less talking and you're doing most of the thinking. Okay? When you have finished, everyone in your group must be sitting and raise your hands. Any questions?
No.
Alright, I'm going to pass out the rulers and then you may begin.
Yardstick by the end of the week. And then Sierra came in and she taped it, and I was like, is this all right? It was all lopsided and stuff. See, there's no 12. Oh my god.
Did you create a verse?
Alright, which one you want? The big clean one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
What do you got?
We should like grab the freaking
I'm just kidding.
no that Harlem Shake.
You're working with your group. Okay, so side.
First, you're going to do the triangle, number one.
This is all. I already got that.
Measure the triangle first.
This triangle.
That's that triangle.
Wait, so it doesn't matter which side. Measure for 1 and 2.
Okay.
Actually, I think we do this.
So we want it, right?
Yes.
Miss Ferretti, which side is supposed to be side 1 and which is supposed to be side 2?
You're just measuring two sides of the triangle, and then you're going to solve for the third side.
So it doesn't matter which one we use, side 1 or side 2.
I swore. Because it's not 4. I should cut it all of it.
Right.
I swore.
So that is 12 inches.
Wait, do you count it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? I forgot how to count those little things. I think that's half. This that little like.
Okay, so if it's right there, so you have 1/4, 1/2, so what's that?
75.
75% of a whole, so 3/4. So 3 3/4. Yeah. 3 3/4 or 3.75.
We don't have enough ruler to measure this side. Yeah, we do. No, we don't. No, we don't. 12. So up to here. 12. No, we don't. It's right here. How do I know where your nails are? Right here. It's like right there. 13, 14. It's 13. Is that a quarter? 13 and a half? 13.50. 13.50.
Yeah.
What do you need to solve for it? Yep, there you go.
So we're using the
What will you use?
It's true.
Show your work and solve here. That's a tiny box.
Yeah.
It's okay, if you need a little extra room, you can go above or below it.
So,
Wait, Miss Freddie,
Yes.
were we supposed to write on this?
No.
Well, that's,
You can erase it.
can we keep it there until we solve it?
You can keep it there till you solve it, then when you're done, just erase it.
On screen, you just pick it.
is it plus 3.75 squared?
I'm gonna leave this behind.
I know you don't have one. That's
Hey! So, did you get 182.25?
Are you sure? It's just a little. Just a little bit.
Alright, so Javonica, for this word problem, since I adore your drawing, because you're very artistic, can you explain to me what you did?
Okay. And this is. Says the dog chased the cat up the tree. So this is the little cat right there. And it says 14 feet up the tree. So I drew right here. This is 14 feet up the tree from the ground. And the dog is standing 3 feet away. And it's asking what is the distance from the dog to the cat. So it gave me two sides, and I decided to use Pythagorean's theorem to find the missing side, which is the hypotenuse, which is the distance from the cat to the dog. And 14 squared plus 3 squared equals 196 plus 9 equals 205. And then I squared rooted that, and I got 14.3.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Yes.
Okay, so which one's side one?
Okay, so looking at your triangle, if you have two legs, you're going to consider those your side 1 and side 2. So you can choose either of the legs for side 1 and side 2.
These are the legs.
Okay, and where's your hypotenuse? Beautiful.
Side line.
We need to solve for our hypotenuse.
I got 17.
17.1?
Don't get a hold of yourself.
No, for, I got 17.
Opposite.
Hey, did you get 17 for that one? Or did you get 17.9?
Yeah, I got 17.
How did you get 17? Oh, okay, got it.
Did you figure out your mistake? What did you do?
She took it from here as 17.09, and then she rounded it up 1. So, got it. Inverse trig ratios, and where's that one?
Thanks.
This one's. So we have adjacent and opposite, right?
What's our angle A? That's 90, right? That's just going to be 90.
So this is we're solving for How? That's the number.
Let's see, right there.
We're looking for
for
A is
so that's opposite.
that's B. This is A. That's A right there. Yes.
Wait. Lowercase letters equals a side, and the uppercase letters larger than life. So what's that? So that one. Okay.
That's it?
Yeah. So it's not. Try to fill these. Are these the larger than life ones?
Yep, those are your larger than life triangles. Yes, ma'am.
Is this how we determine which one is A, B, and C and stuff like that?
So determining A, B, and C. For today, we're going to assume that angle C is always your right angle.
So this one is angle C?
Is your right angle.
Oh, so this is C.
So that's angle C, so we're at side C.
Right here?
So looking at your larger than life triangle,
Okay.
the big yellow one, which one's angle C? If it's your right angle. And where's side C? Perfect.
We got an angle to the side.
So that means that this one, did you solve for the bottom one? Yeah. So then that answer would be A. You got 57.
So I had these, then angle A. Angle A is gonna be.
Probably must be.
No, I'm going right with this. These are like the word problems.
So 66 degrees.
I think this is the word problem.
We're looking.
Oh, wait.
Nicolette, you're correct.
Salt.
Wait,
Yes, sir.
We need help.
Okay, what do you need help with?
What do you do for that?
What do you do for that? Okay.
That.
So if you have two sides of your triangle, what do you need to solve for?
Well, we have number 2 and then number 5. So
These don't go together.
Okay.
This is for the third section of the worksheet. That's for the second section. This is the top section.
For what will you use?
So what do you need to solve for would be the third side of your triangle. So you're only measuring two sides of your triangle, and then you're using trigonometry to solve for the third
So our
side.
hypotenuse. What will we use?
You spelled it wrong.
We do a word on our nose.
Do it on the worksheet.
What did we use? Adjacent or hypotenuse? Can you solve for
Yes. The pole is right here.
Okay.
Alright, so it's
Inverse.
cosine.
What do you call it? Inverse subtotal, right?
From why did he say we're using cosine? What do you think? Which two sides do we have of the triangle? Adjacent and hypotenuse, perfect.
Good job, yeah. But we don't have
Here? We just decided to.
Yeah. Maybe we use just the what's it called? The soaking tone, right?
See.
Yeah, inverse. Wait, are you supposed to
I think it's just regular soaking tone because we have the angle. Yeah.
So that would be.
66.
Yeah, that's what I forgot. Angela, please conjure that. I'm gonna come over with the camera.
That actually makes sense.
What's going on?
Miss, okay, can you make sure if this is right?
Okay.
Yeah, is this it though? Because it says, in order to reach the top of a hill, which is 250 feet high, one must travel 2,000 feet straight up a road, which leads to the top. So wouldn't that be the 2,000, the vertical line? And then would it be the hypotenuse be the 250?
So the hill is 250 feet high.
Right?
So if you have to travel 2,000 feet to get that 250 feet high.
Hypotenuse is always the longest one.
Mm-hmm.
So you know.
Good call,
Oh,
Sabrina.
geez, thanks for telling me.
I was gonna tell you earlier, but you seemed so confident, I didn't want to like burst your bubble.
Sabrina, you can always add other information.
Thanks for bursting it anyways. Like opposite and adjacent again, and it would just be doing this again, getting the same angle again, but this looks different than this.
Okay, so we do have two different angles here. So we have, which one are you counting as angle A?
This one.
The top? And angle B is which one?
This one.
Okay, so how'd you solve for angle A?
We did opposite over adjacent.
Okay, so then how are you going to solve angle B?
I have no idea.
So for angle A, you used opposite over adjacent. So which trig identity did you use?
And
Okay, so for angle B, what sides do you have?
opposite and adjacent.
You can use opposite and adjacent. Are they going to be the same sides though from angle B?
Oh no! This one's gonna be opposite. This one's gonna be.
You just had your second epiphany of the class.
Opposite over hypotenuse side, so it's gonna be 250 or 30. Over 2,000.
All right, I want you guys to take 2 more minutes to finish up on the problem that you are working on. Then I will post the DOL on the board. For the DOL, I want you to do this work in your notebooks, and tomorrow afternoon I will check your DOL from today and tomorrow. We're going to finish these up tomorrow, and we're also going to trade them around tomorrow so that you get new word problems and new triangles.
Well, we know the base is 8, so let's not go.
Thanks. Yeah, for what? For football film? Maybe.
I got 74.5. Hey, that's what I was like.
On the board, you have your DOL. I want you to do this in your notebook right now. So there are 2 triangles where you're solving for missing sides, and then you have a word problem on the right-hand side. No, just do these in your notebook. leg. See most students starting their DOL and waiting for the rest of the students to start.
I don't have a ruler. I do now.
Remember, your DOL is independent work. We have about 4 minutes left. Focus on this last one. What is side 44? What is side X? On the top or on the bottom? Okay, so you're trying to find this. So you have the side and make It's done. Go. It's done. Did you guys finish?